All right. Hello, everyone. How are you today? It's Kay. So this is the 30th of November, and this is on Tuesday. So this is a live stream. So let's check chart together and see what's happening right now in the markets. And looks like right now we have a one of the pairs, two pairs trending as per Ichimoku, which are pound Swiss franc and pound JPY. So let's first look at these two pairs and also start to analyze other pairs as well by Ichimoku Kinko Hyo and multiple time frames. So yeah, let me change the screen and start the live stream for now. So all right. So before starting here, as usual, quick disclaimer. This content and information is all based on my own experience. So when you take trades and when you decide to take trades, then please do with your own risk management. And since this is a live stream, if you can please follow the rules and guidelines, that would be great. Because after all, we're all here to learn. Okay, so how are you everyone? Good to see you once again. So any trades for now? Or no trades. Today, markets are not really active. Right now, the markets are either at the support levels or resistance levels. And this, although we see some trends today, this impact is not really looking like it's big. So it may retrace backwards soon, but with that in mind, let's look at some charts. So let me say hi to everyone quickly before I get into the topic. So Krongwat and Bedsheet and Alex, Archback and Vipin, Asif and Master of Kush and James, Muhammad and Alex once again. And Aturi Sitaram and Kush and Roge, good to see you. Everyone, thanks for joining. So before going into the chart, let's talk about and let's look at some news because this is the month end and December first week's gonna happen soon. So that's why we have many big news. So here's a calendar, and I'm using this fx3.com calendar. And right now we just had the news in Canada and Euro. So I saw the impact on these two pairs. If you look at the strength chart, Euro happened at 18 UTC and sorry, not in UTC, it's in local time. But today Euro is very strong and JPY is also very strong and pound is like sideways. And after the news in Canada, which was the GDP annualized, after the news released in Canada, that currency Canada was bought and it is going up right now over here. But this is still a weak uptrend as a currency itself. So overall market is a bit ranging, and as I mentioned before, this is not really active. But let's look into some charts and see if we can trade or not. So let me turn to trading view again. Okay, so here is pound Swiss franc. So I will talk about this pair first because this is downtrending right now. The Kumo down. So what I usually do is, if you're new to my channel, I use Ichimoku Kinko Hyo in multiple time frames. So first thing what I do is I identify which one is trending and which one's ranging. And I stay away from ranging markets and only focus on the trending markets when I screen charts. So in that sense, pound Swiss franc is now trending because simply the Kumo Senko span B is down and Senko span A is down. And also Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen down and Chikou span below the candles. So if you are new to Ichimoku, then this part is called Kumo. This area is called Kumo. And you can see that the upper line is called the Senko span B, and the lower part is called the Senko span A. So you can see that both the lines, Senko span B and A, are bearish down. So Kumo shows long-term market direction and momentum. So we can see that in the long term, this is bearish. And also this green one is a Kijun Sen. And Kijun Sen shows the midterm market momentum and direction. And Kijun Sen pointing downwards, and the price is below the Kijun Sen, and that means this is bearish in the midterm. And also there is a blue one, it's called the Tenkan Sen. And Tenkan Sen is also pointing down at the moment. So it shows that this is also bearish in the short term in Tenkan Sen. And then Chikou span below the candles, that simply means that the current market is bearish. So this is a good setup to look for the selling edge. So after I confirm this in the daily chart, what I usually do is I go down to either 1 hour or 30-minute time frame. So I was looking at the 1 hour chart and it was down. But now in 1 hour chart, it's flat. You can see that the flat Kumo, well, Kumo is down because you can see that technically the Senko span A is pointing downwards. Senko span B flat, but Senko span A is down. So as a Kumo itself has been downtrending, so the market is bearish in the long term. But if you look at this Kijun Sen, it's flat right now. The angle of the Kijun Sen is flat. So that means the market might be traced back to either Tenkan Sen or Kijun Sen, all the way up to the Kijun Sen. And also Tenkan Sen is bearish. So in the short term, this is bearish. And Chikou span below the candles. And this is also in a bearish confirmation. So overall market is bearish, but because Kijun Sen is flat, I will stay away. Actually, I am in the trade right now on this pound Swiss run because when I was screening charts, the Kijun Sen was down, but now it's flat, so you cannot take trades right now because it might be traced back to either Kijun Sen or Tenkan Sen in this case. And also, if you look at the price action, because this is Swiss franc pair, it's usually tricky. It's spiky in the lower time frames, and you can see that also on these wicks. You can see that there are lots and lots of wicks pointing up and downwards. Over here too, too many wicks pointing up and downwards, and this is a very tricky market. So for me, Swiss franc pairs are my low priority. But when I was screening charts, this was the only pair that was trending, and that's why I took that trade on this one. So yeah, so now it's flat Kijun Sen. So this is in 1 hour chart. And also, I also look at the 30-minute time frame. So let's see, in 30-minute time frame, now the Kumo's down. So in long term, it's showing bearish. And in the midterm, it's now flat. And in the short term, it's bearish, Tenkan Sen, and Chikou span below the candles. So just like 1 hour chart, in this 30-minute chart also, it's flat Kijun Sen. So if you are not trading yet, this is not a good timing to trade. You have to wait for the Kijun Sen point down, and then start to look for the selling edge afterwards. So, as we saw earlier in the daily chart, this is bearish. So there is still a good chance that the market goes bearish in the long term, in the daily time frame. But in the middle time frame, because Kijun Sen is flat, it might be traced. So this is the daily candlestick. So the close price can go up and down until the end of the today. And then eventually, I still expect that the market continuously be bearish. So that is the pound Swiss franc pair analysis. And also, I saw that the pound JPY is also bearish. So this is the daily time frame. And in this case, if you look at the daily time frame, the market just broke this trend line. And also, there is a Kumo bearish and Kijun Sen Tenkan Sen bearish. and Chikou span below the candles. And also, but one of the things that I don't take the daily time frame in this case is the Kumo's too small. So when you see the Kumo's too small, then the market can retrace backwards in the daily time frame. So you cannot trade based on the daily direction. So what you can do is you go down to 4-hour chart and see if 4-hour chart is bearish. And now, if you only look at the angles of these Ichimoku lines, Senko span B is flat, and Senko span A is also flat, and Kijun Sen flat, and Tenkan Sen flat, but Chikou span below the candles. So the market is bearish, but since all the lines are flat right now, it may retrace backwards. And this is the Ichimoku nature. Whenever you see the lines are flat, then it may retrace back to that line. So this is when you want to stay away until you see the bearishness in the Kumo and Kijun Sen. And this is my strategy, basically. This is the strategy that I developed myself, and I'm basically using this strategy to capture which one is trending and which one is ranging. So although we see higher time frame to be downtrending, in the middle time frame it may be flat, and in that case I don't take the trade. So yeah, in that sense, pound JPY is not bearish, so we better stay away until Kumo Kijun Sen turns bearish. So yeah, so that's pound JPY. But let's check out some other markets now. So let's see, Euro USD in the daily chart, it is retracing back to the Kijun Sen now. So like I mentioned a couple of days ago, this is now retracing back to Kijun Sen. So you can actually look for the buy chance, and if you buy, the target will be the Kijun Sen in the daily chart, which is 1.1439. So if I go down to 5-minute chart and looking for the entry edge, so this is in the bullish N wave right now. And I can see that the market is on the double top over here. So most likely you better wait for that breakout of 1.1371 and then look for the buy chance afterwards. Is my analysis. So in terms of price action, this is still bullish. In a 1-hour chart, it's bullish. And in 5, this one is also bullish. So I still see that there is a potential breakout for this way so that it becomes consecutive bullish N wave like this. But if the market breaks the neckline or the previous low in 5, which is 1.1341, then this becomes double top. And then the market may reverse backwards afterwards. But until we see either direction, either breakout happens, either this one or this one, the market is considered to be in a range. So we can't trade unless it breaks. Or if I see potential breakout to bullish side, then I will be in the trade before the breakout. But right now, I don't see any potential breakout confirmations, so simply I stay away in this kind of condition. So to be safer, I would wait for the breakout of 1.1371 and buy, or simply wait for the pullback and push back and buy afterwards. Is the strategy to buy on Euro USD. And once again, if you buy, and the target will be on the Kijun Sen in the daily chart, which is 1.1439. So you can see potential pips of 65 pips to profit. So yeah, during the live stream, the breakout can happen. So let's continue to monitor until the end today. All right, so yeah, so let me come back to some comments and start to discuss some markets right now on the comments. All right, once again, thank you for joining, everyone. Good to see you on this Tuesday. All right, let's see. All right, BLB says, why do you take 2 trades per entry? Because so that my performance gets much better in terms of risk and reward ratio than taking only 1 single trade. Yeah, I used to trade only 1 and exit, everything. But after I started to take 2 trades, or sometimes I even try to take 3 trades, and then my performance gets much better. So because one of the trades can be exited on the stop, but the other ones will be in the break even. So I can trial in better, in a bigger pips in the trending markets in higher time frames. So yeah, you can try. You can try to take 2 trades and manage these stops in different time frames, and it works very well. But make sure you do this on the trending market. If you use it in the ranging market, it doesn't work. Let's see. Kush says, if Kijun Sen is down inside the Kumo and Kumo's down, can you still take a trade? If Kijun Sen's down but still inside the Kumo, then you better wait until Kijun Sen comes out of the Kumo, is my recommendation. Or if you look at the lower time frame, then you see the downtrend on that time frame. Vene says, can we use price theory in the lower time frames? No, you can't. You better use it on the daily time frame or the higher time frames for price theory and time cycles. Because lower time frames are a bit spiky and there are more noise in the market than higher time frames. So I have tested the time cycles and price theory in the lower time frames, and it doesn't really work. I mean, it works sometimes, but it doesn't last that long, and the market doesn't really respect these time cycles, price theory on the lower time frames. So simply, I decided not to use it anymore. So I only use time cycle price theories in daily or higher time frames. Then it works. All right, good to see you. All right, Jalash says, pound Swiss franc trade. Okay, you too taking the trade. Okay, so pound Swiss franc right now. Hold on, let me revert back to pound Swiss franc because I am in the trade right now. So I took a sell on 1.2245, and my stop loss is now at 1.2285. So this time I'm taking 40 pips of stop loss, and still expect the market to continue to be bearish because higher time frame is still bearish. There's no reason to exit for myself. So still holding it right now. I'm actually monitoring this MT5 on my mobile while doing this live stream. So I have to keep my eye on this trade. You know, Swiss franc pairs are spiky in the lower time frames, so you know it actually changes its direction very quickly. And also when the market volumes increases on the Swiss franc pairs or New Zealand or some exotic pairs, the spread increases also. So I have to monitor closely on this pair. All right, good to see you. Thank you for joining. So yeah, let me look at some other pairs. So switching back to daily chart, and let's see. So let me check gold and see what's happening right now. Yeah, gold is now ranging also. Today is bullish, but you can see that there are consecutive dojis and the market is basically at the same level, so there is no direction. So we better stay away in this case. I still expect the market bounces on this trend line and goes up in the daily chart, but until we see the bounce confirmation, we can't take a trade. It might break the trend line and reverse backwards. So until we see the confirmation, we better stay away, is my advice. And how to confirm the confirmation for bullishness is the breakout of the 1 hour resistance, which is at over here at 1799.54. So because once the market breaks that level, then that will be confirmed to become a bullish end wave and bounces on this trend line once three times. Yeah, 3 times here on the 1 hour chart is nice bounce, and the market turns to be bullish in my eyes. So yeah, basically we have to wait for the resistance breakout in 1 hour chart. Until then, it might be range that goes up and down, and then it may break the trend line. So in this case, we have to be patient. We have to exactly know in what condition you will enter the trade, in what condition you don't. We have to have a clear definition of that, because we can't trade by emotions. We can't trade by gut feelings, and we can't trade by intuitions or sixth sense. No. We have to take trades in a logical way, and rational way, and objective way. So that's gold. And coming back to Forex pairs, so let's see, let me come back to the strength chart and let me refresh the page. And right now I can see that the CAD and JPY are apart. So CAD JPY is now bullish. Sorry, it's bearish. CAD is bearish, JPY is bullish. So as a pair CAD JPY, it should be going down. So I will look at the CAD JPY pair. So come back to trending view, CAD JPY. Starting from the daily chart, the market broke the Kumo, and now this is bearish. So that's a good confirmation. And also, if you look at the forward chart, it has been bearish, consecutive. It's in a bearish end wave, like this way. But now you can see that the Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, and Tenkan Sen flat. So we have to see the lines turn down to look for the sell chance. And also, I prefer to wait for the breakout of the support level here at 88.01, because this is now inside bar. This is inside bar now. So once the market breaks the support, then I expect the market continuously be bearish in this direction. So that's when I look for the sell chance. But unless it happens, I won't take a sell, because like I mentioned previously, as Ichimoku nature, when the lines are flat, then it may retrace back to either one of these lines. And the chance for the market to go up and down is 50-50, and that's why I stay away. So we never trade when the chance is 50-50. Even if you take a trade when the chance is 70-30 or 60-40, sometimes you lose. So 50-50, you never trade in that condition, which is range in my definition, 50-50 chance. All right, let's see. Let me come back to some comments now. Reda Lejo and also Jalaj asked about the broker. So I am using XM Trading and also other broker, and they are reliable for myself. So I'm actually using them right now. But in terms of the brokers or big boys manipulation to the market, I don't really care about it, because simply if I follow my own strategy, then I get some returns. So yeah, it said that there are some computers or AI trading high frequency trades also in the institutions, and also big account, big funds traders also in institution. And there might be some manipulations, and I think there are some manipulations, but we can actually trade under manipulated market as long as you have the right skill for entry and exit and risk management. They should be fine. Let's see. BLB says, do you find trends and entry through alerts or by chance when you check charts? Very difficult to be present for everything aligned. Yeah. If if you are talking about the trade on spot, I think that will be difficult. So yeah, I use alerts, and once the alert triggers, I come back to chart. So in this case, I put the alert below 88.01 or 02. I put the alert somewhere here, and once it triggers, I come back to chart. So it's effective. And also, if I look for an entry edge, I also use alerts. So until the alert triggers, I basically stay away. Yeah, and also in terms of waiting for the edges to come, I wait if the entry chance is close. But if entry chance is far, then I stay away. Even if I see trending pairs in higher to mid time frames, I stay away if I see the entry confirmation is too far. Because time efficient is the topic for myself. Let's see. Milos says, hello Mr. K, if ever you see in daily Asanyaku Koten or Gyakuten, but flat in the mid time frames, do you look for entry signals in 5 or 15? Most likely not. If I see flat in middle time frames, then I stay away, because it might be traced back to Tenkan-sen or Kijun-sen in the mid time frame. That means I have to trade. I have to take the stop loss based on the middle time frame, high or low, and usually the stop loss gets very wide as compared to lower time frames. That's why I stay away. All right, good to see you, everyone. Oh, so looks like pound Swiss franc is now moving. So hold on, let me come back to pound Swiss franc because I'm on that trade right now. So I took the trade on 1.2245, and now it's moving towards my direction. So what I'm waiting for right now is the next reverse N wave. When I start to see the next reverse N wave like this, then I will move the stop loss to break even. So let's see if it happens on this. And also, if you are looking to sell right now, you can wait for the dead cross stochastics and sell perhaps. We have the counter trend line breakout, band walking, and dead cross can happen anytime soon. So like this, in this situation, I'll only wait for one confirmation, which is dead cross. In this case, I monitor the chart until it happens. But if I don't see any trending, any confirmations in the lower time frame, then I simply stay away. So it's like if I have to wait for more than 30 minutes for the trading edge, then I stay away simply. It just says, what is the importance of stochastics over 50? Stochastics gold cross over 50 means that the market is still, uptrending, but it might be a bit overheated. But if you see dead cross over 50, then that is reliable. That's a reliable dead cross. All right, learning and trading. Hey, so handsome. Thank you for the comment. Thank you so much. I have to cut my hair because it's getting longer now. So thank you for the comment though. All right, Atrusi Tarman, thank you for the reminder for the like button. So yeah, if you liked today's live stream so far, please press the like button before you leave so that it keeps me going. That would be great. Russo says, what time frame is currency strength chart updated? Is it 1 minute, seconds, or daily chart? Daily time frame. So the strength chart, there is no concept of time frame. So I think it uploads every 1 hour, or maybe every, if I say this is every 5 minutes, it uploads, because I can see that the this is 3:15 and next dot is 3:20 and 3:25, so this is refreshed every 5 minutes. Yeah, but when I see this chart, I don't really bring the concept of time frame in this chart, because I don't simply trade by the strength chart. The reason I use strength chart is just simply to see which currency is strong, which currency is weak, and which currency is causing the trend on any markets. But I never trade. I only trade by Ichimoku and charts and price actions. Right, good to see you, everyone. Thank you for joining once again. Neil says, hello Kason, I live in Japan currently using Rakuten. Which broker is better? I think Rakuten is good, and SBI is also good, good one. Yeah, and GMO is also good in Japan. GMO, SBI are also good. But the cons about the Japanese brokers is that the it only they only support Japanese language. It's hard to find English for the brokers in Japan. So for non-Japanese speaking traders in Japan, I think that might be a big challenge. All right, Glassy says, do you use regular or hidden divergence on your trades? Yes, I do. I do use divergence, regular and hidden divergences on the stochastics. So when I look at the lower time frame, I also pay attention to the divergence towards a major direction. If it's against the major direction, then simply I don't really take it, because I don't buy on that anyways. But if it's bearish, and if I see regular or hidden divergence on the bearish side, then I will take it. Okay, so now there is a dead cross in stochastics. So this is type of divergence also. I just happen to see it, so let me just quickly explain. The highs are getting lower, and the highs on stochastics are almost at the same level. This is also divergence, so this dead cross can be trustable, for the continuous downtrend from here. But if you trade, as a disclaimer, please do it with your own risk. Okay? But yeah, that's a nice divergence. Yeah. All right. Yeah, Swiss franc is going down right now. So if you're placing a sell, there's no reason to exit yet. Well, since the market is going towards my direction now, let me move the stop loss. I will drag the stop loss to here at 1.2264. So that originally I took 40 pips of stop loss, but now I take 18 pips in stop loss. Hold on, let me do it with my mobile because I'm trading right now, so that the I can lower the risk. So originally I took 2%, but now I'm only taking 1% on this particular trade by lowering the stop loss. This is part of the risk management that I do as I monitor the chart. Yeah, I think Swiss franc pairs are sometimes tricky because it's volatile and spreads get wide very suddenly. So personally, I think stop losses needs to be wide enough. So if I have 18 pips or 20 pips of stop loss, I think it's good. I think it's wide enough to take. So let me quickly set that. 1.2264. Okay. All right. So yeah, let me continue to discuss markets and comments. James says, could you do analysis on US 100? All right, let me check that one. So I will monitor this one. So I will split the window into two. And on the left, I monitor my trade Swiss franc JPY, pound Swiss franc. And on the right, let me turn to US 100. I think it's bearish today. Yeah. In the daily time frame, this is still bullish. Yeah, so there was a nice market bounce by the Kijun Sen, and looks like this is now bullish. Kumo's up, Kijun Sen up, Chikou span above the candles, so this is bullish. Oh, hold on, I have to disable the symbol and turn back the pound Swiss franc on the left. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, Nasdaq is still up. So in the daily time frame, I can see potential bullishness. Let's see, on the weekly time frame, it is still up. So yeah, so far I think it's bullish overall. But when you only see the price action, this is range. But if you see Ichimoku, you can know that this is bullish. So that means in a ranging market, there are more buyers than sellers. So we can look for the buying edge right now. Milos says, Mr. K, how spiky does a pair have to be on the daily for you to stay away? And do you stay away still even if there is a trend based on KTS, but there are many pin bars and dojis? Yeah. So it's either I stay away or I lower the risk and take trade in that case. So yeah, as I mentioned, if you see many pin bars and doji candles, and also like engulfing pattern, can be also considered to be in a range, especially if it's an inside bar, that's also range. Although you see Kijun Sen up and Kumo up and Tenkan Sen up and Chikou span above the candles. So So in that case, I have to closely monitor the lower time frame and see if the market is, going up or not. If there's no potential bullishness, in that case, I stay away. All right. Red Alejo says, why is that anybody trades exotic pairs? Check, for example, USD NOX is in a very nice trend. Yeah, like USD NOK, USD Mexican peso, USD Chinese yuan, everything is trending right now. But I don't take exotics because, any news can affect the market and it goes up and down very sharply. And that's one of the reasons why I don't trade exotic pairs. And also, the spread are usually very wide on exotics and brokers. And that's why I stay away. If the market is unstable for any reasons, then I stay away simply. So I think for exotics is the long term. So let's say if you take monthly, weekly trend and daily or forward chart confirmation and 1 or 30-minute time frame trading edge, then I think it's good to trade exotics. But for myself, I prefer to follow daily chart or the forward time frame, and that's why I don't go for exotics. All right, so let me catch up some comments now. All right, then it says on pound Swiss franc, why did you put your stop loss so wide with 40 pips and not 20 pips around 1.22650? Well, that is because this pair is volatile in the lower time frame. If I only have like 20 pips of stop loss, then the chance for the market to hit the stop loss is higher in these Swiss franc pairs. If this was, let's say, Euro USD, then I might take 20 pips for the stop loss, or if this is some other major pairs, then I will. But since this is Swiss franc pair, spread is higher, and it gets more higher once the market becomes volatile, and that's why I prefer to have wider stop loss. All right, Almighty Push says, Mr. K, can you check Euro Pound? All right, let's see. Euro Pound daily chart is now exactly in the Kumo, so it's ranging as per daily time frame. And in the forward chart, let's see, this is now up, but the Kijun Sen is still within the Kumo. So it might retrace backwards, especially when the market is near resistance support, then it can retrace backwards. And I can see that the market is very close to the previous support level here at 0.8521. So I prefer to stay away until Kijun Sen gets out of the Kumo in this condition. All right, let's see. Mary says, don't you ever trade in trading range, sell high and buy low? I never do that. I never do that. I only look for a trending market to trade. Because I'm not trying to capture, all the way low or all the way high to entry and take profit. I never aim for that. My aim is to get the body part only, and I don't eat the head and tail of the fish. I only get the body part, and that is my strategy. I used to take all the way from tail to head of the fish, and the winning rate drops down very much, but the risk and reward ratio becomes much higher if you do that. So if you are a type of person who values risk and reward ratio more than the trending market, then you can trade like that. I'm not against that ranging market traders. I think it's still good, but for myself, psychologically, emotionally, it's safer to take trades in the trending market than ranging market, so that I have less screening time and less monitoring time, but I have relatively higher reward every time I take trades. And that's why I don't really trade on the ranging market from all the way high or all the way low. Yeah, the market has been kind of spiky right now due to what's happening in the world. The new variant is, outbreaking, and it actually has unstable economies right now. The bourse might be shut down, and we might have to take new vaccines. So every time this news comes out, the market can be spiky, and it's unpredictable to anyone. So I think we have to focus on what we have to focus on, and that is what we can control. Yeah, we cannot control what can happen in the world in the future, and we can't control which way the market goes. So just forget about looking for the way to control, a way to predict the future, but instead just focus on what we can control. Is when to enter the market, when to exit the market, and where to put the stop loss, and what lot sizing or what trade size you go for a trades. These things you can control, and if you master this part, then you can keep trading in the long run. No matter what happens in the market, what happens in the world, you can keep trading this way. Yeah, okay, hold on, let me see. Let me catch up some more comments, because I do see many more comments, so hold on, let's see. The confirmation that I took for this entry was the Fibonacci level bounce. This was exactly on I saw that this level over here, 1.2254, was the Fibonacci level bounce. And also, this one, this pullback here, 1.2263 was a Fibonacci bounce, 38.2% bounce. And also, previous double bottom was resisted here, and that's second confirmation. And third confirmation was a China trend line breakout. A China trend line breakout, and then I took the sell here. So these were my confirmations. And afterwards, the market started to be band walking, and dead cross came out. Himanshu says, this is my first day here. Thank you for joining on the first day. I have never used Ichimoku. What should I look out for in Ichimoku? So if you're new to Ichimoku, then please come to my website through the link below the description. And if you come to the web page and scroll down, then you can have these playlist. So click on must-watch videos, and also Ichimoku Basic Lecture, and then get all the basics of Ichimoku first. And also, I have created a part 1 to 5 series of the videos here. So please refer to these videos and get the basics of Ichimoku first. All right, so, okay, I see lots of comments now, so I have to end the live stream in about 5 minutes. So let me pick few other comments until the end of the live today. So let's see. Hajesh says, could you go over your exit plan for this trade? How will you take your profit loss? Yeah, so in terms of the exit timing, so let me put this on the one screen. In terms of exit timing, for this particular trade, I originally took the forward chart. So basically, I am trading the forward chart direction. So that means as long as forward chart goes down, I keep trading the profit. And once forward chart goes flat, then I will look for an exit timing. And we never know how far the market keeps going down. I mean, we never know how far the Kumo, Kijun-sen, Tenkan-sen, Chikou span goes bearish. But as soon as see the market becomes flat, flat Kumo, Kijun-sen, and Chikou span may touch the candles, and then I look for an exit timing. And most likely, it happens when the market reaches to the previous support level. So in this market right now, the previous support level I can find is here at 1.2122 level. So that is my ultimate target. But along the way, the market can retrace backwards. So this is my ultimate target. But let's say the market goes down halfway through, and let's say the market starts to go up, and then Kumo goes flat. By then, Kijun-sen goes flat. By then, Tenkan-sen goes flat. And then Chikou span most likely will be still below the candles. But in this case, I look for an exit timing. Until then, I keep trading the profits all the way. So yeah, we'll see how far it goes. And this is also my mindset, is that I never know how far the market goes. It may touch the resistance, the support level, or it may break the support level and keeps going down this way. In that case, I keep following the direction. But it may retrace backwards before hitting the stop loss and before hitting the support level, and then I will exit in that timing. So I go with the flow, and I never go against the flow. And as long as the flow goes, I keep going. But if the flow stops, then I stop also. All right, so yeah, so that's it for today's live stream. Sorry, I do see many more comments, but unfortunately I have to end the live stream. But I hope you enjoyed today's live session. So yeah, since this is Friday and Tuesday, and we have big news on Friday, which is non-farm payrolls in the US. And also until then, we have many other big news. So make sure to watch news this week. And if there's a big news coming up soon, then you never take a trade, but wait until the news ends and take trades. Then you will be safer in that way. All right, so thank you for watching until the end, and I will see you in the next one. So until then, please stay healthy and stay safe and stay gold. Right? Mata ne, everyone. Thank you. Bye for now.